just like magic, we're back for pre-match on the next game, which will be Middlesbrough, I believe, at home. I haven't got much to say on this one pre-match then, so I'll start with you, Lee. What do you think of this one?
I don't know, another tough one really. Middlesbrough, another dogged side, aren't they? They're going to come down and probably sit in for about half an hour. So I don't know. I think I don't know how much you spoke about the changes when I was cutting in and out, but I think just maybe another two changes again just to freshen up. I like what he did tonight. Probably
Yeah,
perfect sort of team selection and and the way he did it and his tactics I think was spot on. So more of the same, hopefully, and we should beat Middlesbrough home.
yeah. Well,
And then we've got our game in hand.
is that next week? Is it?
That's next week, midweek then.
You were getting frustrated at the lack of changes, especially when you were not expecting him to actually make any. So
Yeah, I think I know it was four changes on paper, but realistically it was like two big changes, wasn't it? Because I think like Norton and was it
Fulton.
Norton and Fulton probably come in anyway for Dander and Latibodier.
Yeah,
Like leaving Horahan out and what was the other change? And Bidwell.
Manning. Yeah,
That was probably the two changes, but that's what we've been asking for. Like just two changes here and there just to freshen it up. And
yeah,
just having fresh legs and all it made a massive difference.
yeah. Before I come to you, Aled, 1 second. Then Amy is trying to chat, so she's saying, "Well, we played well at least. Obviously, I know we're in a pre-match now, but in regards to the last game, we played well. Yeah, we did. We definitely over the 90 minutes had a stronger performance." Connor Roberts up front from now on. Scott was saying that while we were watching live. He was saying we should just play Connor Roberts up front, saying he's the new right-sided Gareth Bale. Tagged you in the photo. What photo? I shall check it out after the stream. Thank you very much for that. Fulton, absolutely unreal. Yeah, me and Aled gave him man of the match. We thought he was fantastic. Only thing missing was the top ins, unfortunately. But can't have it all, can we? Michael is saying, give us a song, Lee. Have you got a song?
It's a song.
Maybe if we
I don't know. You're
win.
gonna have to pick the karaoke
Maybe if
song.
he loses. Oh, that's probably the
That could be the
forfeit. Yeah,
forfeit.
that's the forfeit. If we
That's the
lose.
forfeit. Definitely a karaoke song live on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, Alid, Middlesbrough then. What are you saying?
Um, I wouldn't mind starting the game in the formation that we basically finished in.
Yeah.
With that sort of diamond dropping low just for a rest, even if it's onto the bench, he's not playing a full match, but we can obviously then swap back if really need be. But I think having that person in behind playing as a 10, well, Hurahan,
Yeah.
I think that would be good. And then, to be honest, I wouldn't mind keeping the rest of the team the same with Fulton Grimes. I think Manning played well, that he could quite easily stay in the side.
Yeah.
Give Bidwell a small rest.
I agree. I think for me,
Yeah.
I'd make one change, and that's just low out for Horahan. That's all I would do, based on that performance. To be honest, I'm taking credit for this diamond because I said about it in the video. We were all saying it's not going to happen. I'm taking credit for it, and it worked. It changed the game. I've been saying for weeks now, there's a gap between the strikers and the midfield, and that's why they're not getting chances. That's why we can't get the ball forward. As soon as he puts Horahan there, without disrupting the balance of the midfield, stuff was happening. It just happened. I mean, maybe teams will see that now and start adjusting to it, but I'm sure that would take a couple of games. But I definitely think he said there was options, and he said that they had to tweak stuff to create more chances. I think before one of the most recent game, maybe the Coventry game, I think he said that before that. Maybe this is what he's had up his sleeve then, but obviously they were still working on it in training, because you've got to remember they're probably like training one full session, maybe two before every match at the moment, so it's not a long time to work on a new system in between games, with the games being like thick and fast. But yeah, so that's what I would do. I would one change, bring Horahan in for Low, and I feel a bit sorry for Low, like I said in the last one, but maybe he just needs to have a bit of time out of the firing line to sort of regenerate himself a little bit and come back in, maybe off the bench a couple of games and get some
He's just
form
wrecked,
back.
wouldn't he?
Yeah,
The way he
he's
plays,
running.
well, he doesn't stop running, does he? He's like, he's just the way he plays. Can't do that
yeah.
in this many games. You can't play like that. I wonder if he will do that from the start. All the four in midfield is interesting. Maybe it is something they've been working on for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe that was what they were planning on doing when they brought Horahan in. We don't know, but might be something going forward.
Definitely. Well, looking at the form of the two teams then, so Swansea, same form as before their match because the win against Stoke just replaces the win against Norwich, so 3 wins and 2 losses. Middlesbrough, in the last 5 games then, they've won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1 in them 5 games. That includes a draw against Cardiff, 1-1, and the last game was a win over Coventry, 2-1, so kind of like tight. It's a tight one to call. I think it's another 1 or 2, well, 1 goal maybe in it. 1-0, 2-1. Okay, let's have a look at predictions and let's put our necks on the line. So you've got a bit of form to pick up after that 2-0 prediction you predicted for not Bristol, Stokely. So we'll start with you.
I'm going big. I'm going to do a John special. I'm going to go big. I think I won't waffle on too much, but I think that if he plays that formation with the 4 in midfield, he packs the midfield. Gives lower rest. I think we do Middlesbrough. I'm not too impressed. I know they beat us in the away leg, didn't they? But I'm going to go 3-0 Swans.
Did they smash us in the away leg?
It was
Quite a
2-1.
poor game, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was awful. Yeah, they did.
Okay, Alid, what was your prediction? I didn't get that actually. Let me write it down. What did you say?
3-0 Swans.
Okay, Alid. Oh, say your goal scorers in a second. There's people watching. I don't know if you wanna.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with another. Oh, it's home. I'm gonna go 2-0 Swans.
We just said we played them away already. 3-0.
Yeah, no.
Did you say 3 or 2?
Oh, 2-2-2.
Who's scoring?
Yeah, good question. I'm gonna go with the fact that he's gonna drop low. I'm gonna say Roberts has been good. So Roberts and Horahan.
Roberts and Horahan, interesting. Well, if Horahan plays more forward, I mean, he's been scoring anyway, isn't he? Liu, your goal scorer, sorry.
Goal scorers. Let's go IU again. Let's go big. Let's go Manning. And
Manning,
if he plays him.
Yeah.
And let's go Horahan.
Okay, so I'm going 2-1 win for Swansea again. And I'm going to say Andre Ayew. And I'm going to say, I don't know, Felton. Why not?
Top in?
Someone's got to say it, haven't they? Felton top ins.
I was considering saying a Fulton top bin, but
Okay, so I think anything else anyone wants to add on before we wrap up?
No, I don't think so. Just we're going to win 3-0.
Last time someone went big, it didn't end well. Just saying.
true.
Yeah, I know. No,
When John made that big one, we lost to Huddersfield.
4-1.
One thing I wanted to say, I'm not going to get too excited, but I think we said about the penalty can turn the season. But I think, like, even before that, I would have taken a draw away at Stoke. I think the performance and the way he changed it, that could sort of have a turning point in the season now going forward.
Yeah.
I wonder if that thing he said in midweek about like being tired doesn't matter and stuff like that. I wonder if that was a bit of smoke and mirrors just in the press.
Mind games.
Could be.
Maybe, yeah. Look,
I was quite fuming after that. I wasn't too happy. Like, what he's basically saying, like, oh, he's not going to change it, and it doesn't matter if they're tired. That's what he sort of said. And then he probably did the most, like, change in a game he's ever done.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. One thing I want to point out, which isn't relevant to either of these two games, but we got the Twitter, we got Facebook page. See people commenting now and again. One of the things I've seen is couple of people mentioning how ever since Crystal Palace have come in and been linked with Steve Cooper, the form's dipped. And I just want to say that's just a load of rubbish, to be honest. Because for a start, they didn't come in for him, did they? At least, no, I don't think they came in for him. I know he was asked about it in the press, but the origin was from the Sun. Roy Hodgson's still in a job. So I don't think that's linked at all. And why would the players all of a sudden drop off on form because of that? I just can't see it personally. If Hodgson is going to leave Palace, it will be in the summer. At which, like, if Cooper continues the way he has been this season, we've got a realistic chance of going up. So if he takes the Swans up, is he even going to go anyway? If it was a case of they were coming in right now for him in January when it was a thing, then maybe it would have a bit of an impact. But that's gone. So I really can't see that having an effect on the form. And again, if it's revisited in the summer, it's the end of the season. I just don't see why the players would drop off because of that. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't see how it'd have an effect now at this point.
No, I don't think so. I think look, we had a bit of a dip in form, shall we say? Hopefully this turns. It wasn't really a dip in form, was it? Well,
it was 2 losses.
Hopefully this sort of result now performance maybe on a bit.
And we shouldn't even lost. To be fair, I'm probably putting myself on the line here. I don't think we should have lost to Bristol at all.
I mean, the first half performance says we shouldn't have. By the end of the day, we didn't put the goals in, so that's what matters.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wrap up then. So thanks everyone that did join us live. We're going to try and do these after the match, where we'll do the post-match of the current match we watched, and then look ahead to the next one. So look forward to that in the future. Make sure you're subscribed to see when we go live and when we upload our videos. I think we'll have a Six Nations one come out at some point next week as well. And then we'll probably have a look as well at getting our next podcast out because it has been a while. So we'll start planning ahead for those. We're just having to plan around some stuff outside of life, I guess. But leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comments what you think is going to happen against Middlesbrough, what you think the result's going to be, any team changes you would make, all the rest of it. Let us know. Follow us on Twitter as well. That's where we most engage in with the fans, so we always like to see what everyone thinks. And on that note, that's it from me. So thanks, Lee Alid.
Cheers. It's been good.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. See you soon.
Yeah, thanks. So we shall see you next time.